or AFX Porsche 917 cars, specifically the standard body cars and the translucent body cars, which are the second, third, and fourth row here. The first cars here are the regular standard body cars. And at first glance, people may not notice much difference between the standard body and the translucent cars. But I'm going to, if you can't see the difference, which are rather subtle between the base standard body and then the first level of the translucent cars, I'm going to put each example of each up to the light so that you can see. So on the left is your standard car. And then on the right is your translucent car. Now these are both clear window versions. So you can see the translucent clear window car on the right is allowing much more light to come through. Let's have a look at what it looks like on the surface here. Well, I want to show that the translucent car has a slightly different hue. So again, here's the difference. Now we'll go to the dark window cars. So this time on the right is your dark window regular body AFX car, and then on the left is your dark window translucent car. And you can see a big difference in the amount of light coming through the translucent body car, and this is a level 1 translucent car. So let's look at the top of these cars. So I guess you can see a little bit of difference in the hue tone. So on the left is your level 1 translucent body, and then on the right is your level 2. So there's not a big difference between those two bodies. And up top, we'll see what they look like. Okay. And here's your standard dark window body on the right versus the level 2 maximum translucent car on the left. There's even more contrast compared to the standard versus level 1 car. About the dark tint translucent cars, they're much less common than the standard lemon yellow cars. And I've yet to see a dark tint standard body car. Only the translucent versions seem to come in the darker tint. That is, I have not seen a dark tint standard body car, and I've been looking at thousands of images and have handled dozens and dozens of cars and own dozens of cars. And I continue to look at all the cars available and have been looking for the past couple of years. So I have a pretty good idea of what's out there. And I started out with just one lemon yellow car, and I broke the wings on it, because I had my fastest chassis under it because it was my favorite car. It just had that, glow, very deep shine, and so I broke the wings on it, and I had to replace it. I was like, I want to get another one. So I bought another one, looked on eBay and said, okay, there's one. Got it home, and it was not the same. It was a standard body car, which just didn't have the glow, and I wasn't captured by it. And I knew almost immediately something was different. And there is something different. I have the translucent clear window car. This is the car that got me started collecting the Porsche 917 translucent bodied cars, as well as some regular body cars. And I broke the wings on it, flying around and flying off the track. So there's that car. And here's the other cars. Now this is the same as the car I broke, but with good wings. And I've got a few of these now. Translucent level 1 clear window, and then the dark tint right next to it, which I have this one, and it has some paint issues, but the other one I have also has broken wings. And I'm got my eye out for another one of these dark tint versions. Hopefully I can get one in perfect shape, and once I do that, I think I'll be pretty satisfied. But I am on the hunt for this one. So I'm going to talk about Bob Beer's book, not listing the translucent versions, in a moment. Here we have Bob Beer's book, and there's no mention made of the translucent Porsche 917 cars, and there's a lot of variants of that translucent version. But if you look at the book, there's no mention of it. And that's why I wanted to make a video showing these cars so they can get some recognition, the recognition they deserve.
Now, I've called out John Kennedy before because he wanted to send like $500 billion to Ukraine, but this is funny. This is good.
I think the president did the right thing. 6, 7 presidents have talked about it. He did it. We don't know what's going to happen, but I would call this success if for no other reason but that Khamenei is dead. The Ayatollah won the coin toss and he elected to receive it. And my feeling is, may he rest in pieces. It was
May he rest in pieces. That's pretty good. I got a poll in the chat. I want to see what anybody thinks about this. I want to know if you think